second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Recognition of patrons received. Okay. First discussion item, middle school boiler.
Yes, so thank you all for adjusting to be here today. We have kind of an emergency situation with our middle school boiler that is starting to fail on us, and obviously not a good time of year for that to happen. So Mike and his crew have been working around the clock to keep it going, and so we put out a RFP to receive back replacement boiler information and put that in your packet. We did hear back from 2 companies that are willing to put in bids to do this fairly quickly, and so looking for discussion and action on that today. We have, that would be coming out of our capital outlay funds. We currently have about 1.6 million in our capital outlay budget. We have that could be, depending on what the board did not take action on the community center the other day. So if the board were to adopt the interlocal agreement, then that would put us at 2.1 million. Those are both approximate, but right where we're at. So that's kind of where we're sitting in capital outlay. But obviously this is a high need, and Mike, who's our expert, and Kelly are here this evening, or today, say this evening. Today, if you guys have any questions for them about anything that's transpired up to this point. Darcy is here, but she's been feeling really ill this week, so I left her back in her office. So. Any questions on anything, or any discussion needs to happen?
How old is the one that's there now?
About 10 years old.
What's the average life expectancy?
10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Yeah, just all depends on the quality of water,
Okay.
how it's taken care of. So
Is it the bid that was recommended that we accept, are they gonna handle up the state fire marshal?
yeah,
Okay.
that they have to get with the state fire marshal for any fire reps at any of these industrial boilers. So now they can get a permit to go ahead and fire that, and then state marshal will come in and look at it at a later date if it's an emergency. So
It's just the higher one specifically said it,
Yeah,
and the lower
yeah.
one didn't, so
It's-
just making sure.
Well, the higher one also said something about, and I'm trying to flip between the two, building controls. One had building controls, said something about setting them up, and one doesn't include building controls.
So the building controls are already there, they just have to work it back into whichever
Okay.
boiler, that they put in, and there'll be some fine tuning on that side of it, since the plan is going from 2 million BTU boiler to 1 million. That way there's redundancy, if one fails, we still have the
Okay.
other. They will switch off and on.
Okay, great.
So the equal amount of time is being used on them, so.
How soon will they have it?
Well, both companies contacted the distributor. They have them in Lenexa, 3 of them.
Okay.
And if we don't hurry up and get them, then it could take up to 4 to 6 weeks to get any other ones. So, yeah, both of them know that it's an emergency situation, so.
What's the current status right now? Adam said it's hanging on by a thread. What does
Yeah,
that
we're down to
mean?
1 out of 6 burners. We believe 2 cracks in the block of it, and so we're pouring out just as much water as going in, and that's kind of compounding the problem, so.
It says that they've excluded taxes from the price, so is that sales tax or?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I'd say if Mike and Kelly feel comfortable with the bid from 5 Star, we move. Alright.
Yeah, I
You do
mean,
feel good with that one?
yeah, both companies are good companies. Now, I will say that South Central is the one that currently takes care of all of our boiler situations. They're a little bit smaller crew, where 5 Star is a bigger crew and I think that's how they're able to absorb the cost a little bit better.
But you feel like both quotes include everything that we need?
I hope so, yes. I mean, I look at it and I'm like, what did they forget,
Right, yeah. That's what I'm wondering.
They've both been here and looked at the situation, so I'm gonna have to just trust that they know what they gotta get.
Cause there's about $40,000
I know.
difference, yeah.
Part of that,
So is
part of
that a
that
motion?
guess, like Mike said, was the labor potentially from
Yeah.
a smaller crew having to work all weekend and
Yeah.
stuff like that, so.
Yeah,
Alright.
because South Central did say that, I mean, he would have to put his guys on double time because they're gonna be
Okay.
working during the week anyway. On the,
Oh,
and
that's
then
probably
starting
why.
Friday,
I
yeah.
could see that.
Probably why they're higher.
And I make a motion, we go with the bid from Five Star Mechanical.
Okay, we got a motion, can I get a second?
Second.
We got a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's it. All right. This
Thank you,
meeting is
guys.
adjourned.
Before we adjourn, I do
Oh.
want to give Mike a big shout out. He has been babysitting this and going up there during the middle of the night on the hour. And we made a joke that he probably has a cot down there to sleep next to, and he's still here working during the school day as well, so. for him,
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mike.
thanks,
Thank you,
Mike.
Mike.
Appreciate it.
He's a blessing to the district, I'll just say that.
Here to serve.
All right, that's it. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you very much, yeah.
Yes or no?